Congratulations. I know that the outcome didn't turn out the way you had hoped, but you really did touch a lot of people in America with not only your story, but with your talent. How much has being a part of this show meant to you?
At first, it didn't really mean anything. It was just something that I wanted to try. But after the outcome, I didn't expect as many people to be touched by my story. In fact, I'm so used to being hated, I thought that that's what was going to happen. But now it means everything to me. That I was able to touch people's hearts and reach through and help other kids, or not only kids, but grown-ups as well, who feel like that they're not accepted or good for anything. So that means a lot to me.
Yeah, so it was absolutely worth it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no regret.
What made you want to do this on television in such a public way?
Honestly, I asked myself the same thing, and I thought it was pretty stupid of me, actually, for my first time ever singing to do it on television in front of hundreds of people, at least in the audience, but millions were watching at home. I can't really say I know what made me want to do it. I just thought I had nothing else to lose, and as long as I could say that I tried, then that's all I would have been okay with.
Mm-hmm. And when you say you never performed in front of anybody, you really never performed in anybody, right? Not your parents, not your friends, nobody.
Nope, yeah, nobody at all. And it may be hard to believe with the style of singing that I have. People, want to ask, how is it that my parents could have not heard me while I was singing in my room? Well, the thing is, I'm home alone a lot because I am only a makeup artist, and that's not a day-to-day job. So everybody else is at work. So I have the house to myself a lot.
Mm-hmm. And you say you're a makeup artist. What kind of work do you do? Do you work at a salon, or do you do work on movies or something like that?
Yeah, I work on low-budget horror films here in Austin, usually like zombie films or slasher films.
Some place where everybody comes to work looking kind of like you do?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Where did the goth look come from? When did you start to embrace that look and that lifestyle?
Well, growing up as a little kid, I was always interested in the darker sides of life, not in an evil sense, but just in the whole fantasy of it, like Halloween and horror movies and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I think it started in early middle school when I saw the first goth kid I had ever seen, and I was horrified of this person. But through that, I got to know this person, and then I was inspired by that, and then I found out that we had the same interests, and through that I started to develop a interest in heavy metal music and gothic music and literature and things like that, and I think from there it just started to evolve.
So that one friend of yours then sort of really changed your life. Are you still friends?
No, I haven't spoken to that person in a really long time.
I wonder what he would think if he knew how much he had inspired you to become the individual that you are.
I don't know what he would think.
So, Andrew,
I can't...
You go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
So you walk out on stage, you look as you do, you say you're a singer, everybody in the audience is expecting you to belt out some kind of rock and roll song, and out comes this magnificent opera voice. Why opera? Where did that come from?
I can't really say I know exactly where my interest in opera started because it was definitely a lot of different things that pointed me towards that direction, but I always loved classical music. My brother was always in band, so he played a lot of classical music around the house, and I just fell in love with the sound of it. I didn't think there was anything weird about a goth kid liking classical music until America was shocked. I just wasn't expecting that reaction at all.
Right, because most opera singers look like that.
Right.
I mean, Jackie Evancho must dress up in leather when nobody is around.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she probably looks like Manson when no one's looking.
Of course. But you developed this love for opera instead of more mainstream rock and roll. But you grew up liking rock and roll, right? I mean, did you never give that a try?
I just don't have the voice for it, you know, and I did give it a try, and I just don't feel like screaming my head off.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Your brother, is he older or younger than you?
He's a year older than I am.
And what does he make of all that's happening to you right now?
He's pretty excited. He's very much obsessed with reality TV and things like that, so he's pretty happy about it.
Yeah, you say that like you're not obsessed with reality TV. Do you not watch these shows regularly?
I don't know, not really. The talent shows, yeah, every now and then, but not other reality shows that just seem to have a pointless plot. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what they're about, so I don't watch.
Right. Your parents, from what we could see on TV, were overcome with excitement and probably really just thrilled to see you enjoying the spotlight and enjoying your success. Were they always supportive of your lifestyle choices?
At first, and it was very understandable for them. They weren't against it. They were just concerned because they didn't know if I was depressed or angry or anything like that. But they came to find out that I wasn't up to any mischief or anything like that. So yeah, they definitely supported me all the way through.
Were you depressed or angry? It sounds like you went through some tough times.
I think everybody gets depressed or angry, and I was definitely depressed and pretty angry at the world for making me feel like I wasn't welcome. So yeah, for a good while there, I was kind of a horrible person. You know, I was mean to everybody for a good while.
And what snapped you out of it?
Well, I realized that it wasn't helping it wasn't making the situation any better. You know, all I was doing was proving people right that I was an angry person. So, and I don't think it's kind of hard now to make me upset. So.
Right. Well, because this experience